There are two tips on getting your US visa approved. The first tip is filling your DS-160 form very well. The second thing is preparing for your US visa interview. These are the two major things you must not take lightly if you are applying for a US visa. Any visa, B1, B2, F1, J1, any visa at all. You must not joke with your DS-160 form and your US visa interview. These two things, they align with each other. Because whatever you feel on your DS-160, believe me, most of your question comes from your DS-160 form. So guys, watch the video to the end as I'll be walking you through the step-by-step process on how to fill the form DS-160. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at how to fill the form DS-160, of course, which is a US visa application, and it is solely available online. And this form is also used to apply for a non-immigrant visa. I'm talking about those going for the studies, which is F1 visa, those going for exchange, at J1 visas, those going for pleasure and tourism, that is B1, B2, sometimes B1/B2, and so on. All these visas are called non-immigrant visas or temporary visas. So how do you apply for a visa under any of this category? You use the form DS-160, which is a US visa application form for non-immigrant visas. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at how to fill that form online, step-by-step guide. I urge you to watch this video to the end so that you will get full details of how to get a DS-160 form filled. And guys, for those of you who are returning to the channel, please, I want to take a moment to thank you very much. For all the returning subscribers, thank you very much. And of course, for those that are meeting me for the very first time, you're highly welcome. My name is Njukan Roosevelt. I am a student recruitment officer. I work with schools in Canada, in the UK, in Malta, and in Poland. So guys, let's just get down straight to the video, and I'll be showing you step by step on how to fill the DS-160 visa application form. Let's get down to the video. Okay guys, so what you want to do is copy and paste this website. The link to this website can be found in the description section of this video. All right, so here you go. Once you do this, you'll find this page. All right, where you want to come to is this first one, non-immigrant visa DS-160 online visa application. So you click here. Alright guys, please follow me step by step. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss our future video. Okay, right, the page will open up like this. So what you want to do here is select your country where you're applying from. Alright, so we are going to select let's just choose Nigeria for this case. Alright, Nigeria is N. Just type N and goes down to Nigeria. Okay, in Nigeria we have both Abuja and Lagos, so we can choose anyone at random. Let's take Abuja. Okay, so we have to put in this code JENPPJ. All right, and we'll start the application now. Okay, so once this page opens up, you can select agree here. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is save this code, save this your application ID, because without it you are wasting your time. So what I want to do is just keep a screenshot on my mobile. Okay, all right, let me just take a screenshot of it. All right, so you have some security questions here. You can choose anyone that applies to you. Let me just take the first one. What is the given name of your mother? I can just choose Mary, for example. Then we continue. Alright guys, please follow me step by step. Everything is very easy to do. Alright, here we are, and we can start filling the DS-160 US non-immigrant visa application. So let's go. Let me say my first name is Njukan, the second name is Roosevelt, for example. Full name in native alphabet, it doesn't apply to me. Alright, have you ever used any other names or professions in the past? No. All right, do you have a telecode that represents your name? No. This is a hint here. right? The sex is male. Marital status, single. Now they're asking for your date of birth. Let me say January 1st 2000. Okay, city, let's say city of Abuja, for example. State, it doesn't apply to me, for example. All right, country, you can choose Nigeria. Nigeria should be under N, and here you go. All right, make sure to always save so that you don't have trouble refilling the form twice. Once you save, you can continue with the application. Continue. Just follow me step by step, guys. It's a very easy process. Very easy process. Okay, we can now click continue to section 2 of personal information. All right, just follow me, guys. Okay, nationality, let's say Nigeria. Then we can also assume that we are applying for a B1, B2 visa, or let's say a visitor's visa, right? Okay, they say, do you hold or have you held any other nationality? If you have held any other nationality in the past, please you can indicate yes. So in this case, I'll just put no for my case. Are you a permanent resident of a country other than your country of origin? I'll choose no. If you have, okay, good and fine. National identification number, let me say my ID number is 1122334455. Okay, right. US social security number, it doesn't apply to me. Taxpayer number doesn't apply to me. I'll save this. Then I will click continue the application. Continue the application. Okay, guys, please follow me up step by step. It's a very easy process. Okay, you go to next. Right. Okay, now they're asking me purpose of your trip to the United States. Let's say we're going in for, like I said, B1, B2, tourism and pleasure. That's category B. Now you'll be asked to specify. All right, okay, say specify here. We can just take tourism and business, B1, B2. Okay, have you made travel plans as the embassy always advise? Please do not make any travel plans if you do yet know the outcome of your visa. So I will take no. I have not made any travel plans yet. So but I'm intended to arrive, let's say I want to visit on the 1st of September, for example. 1st of September 2024. It's just an example. And then I'll be staying there like for 5 days. The length of stay, let's just say 5 days, for example. I think 5 days is very appropriate. Then they're asking me where I'll be staying in the US. Let's say a friend of mine is inviting me in the US that lives in the, let's say Ohio. Let's say my address is 5328 Columbus Court, right? Then city of Columbus. This is located in Ohio, for example. Then we can say the zip code is 42239. All right, who is paying for your trip? If I am paying for my trip, just say you are paying for your trip. If other people are paying for your trip, you can just choose other person. So let me say in this case I am paying for my trip, so I'll just put self-funding and I'm good to go. I will save the work and I'm good to go. Right, okay, continue the application. Like I said, always try to save the work. All right, save. Travel companions. Here they're going to ask you if you are traveling with other people, for example. Okay, are there other persons traveling with you? In my case, I'll just choose no and I'll continue. Previous travel history. All right, have you ever been to the US before? If you have, put yes, and if you haven't, put no. So I'll just choose no in this case. Have you ever been issued a visa before? If you have been issued, you put yes, and if you haven't, you put no. So I'll just put no in my case. Have you ever been refused a US visa before? If you have, you can take yes, and if you haven't, you can take no. All right, so I'll just choose no for my case. Has anyone ever filed an immigration petition on your behalf? If you have, if they have, you can choose yes, and if they haven't, you can choose no. and just save and continue, and we are good to go. Okay, continue application. Now they're asking for my address and phone number. That will be the next thing we have to do here. Address and phone number. Right, no problem. Here we are. Let's say we live in Abuja, like we have already assumed. Let's say we live at the let's say Market Street, just a random name. The city of Abuja. State and province don't apply. Postal code we can use 00234 here, and the country is Nigeria. N. Alright, is your mailing address same as your home address? I'll choose yes. What is your phone number? I can choose my phone number is, let's assume my phone number is 2348001. Alright, secondary phone number, let's say if you have a work phone number, you can also attach accordingly. Let me say my work phone number is 800002. Have you used other phone numbers in the last 5 years? I'll choose no. Then they're asking for your email address. I can just choose an email address here. Alright guys, so let me just input my email address. Have you used any other email address in the last 5 years? I'll just choose no here. Then they're asking about my social media handles. Okay, I can just say okay, I am on Facebook. Guys, one advice is that before you attach your social media links, make sure to clean anything on it that can put you in trouble. So I can say okay, my social media link is http. All right, it comes like this. Then I can say facebook.com/ let me say it's my name, for example. All right, so it has to be www. And we are good to go. Okay, I'll just provide that one because at least somehow all of us on our social media. So yeah, you don't even have to lie. Make sure you don't lie. You can attach your social media handles: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatsoever. There are just so many of them, as you can see on the drop down list. There are so many. As you can see, there is YouTube, there is Pinterest, MySpace, Instagram, LinkedIn, almost everything. But if you don't want to attach anything, you can just select none. Okay, you can select none. So you can just select none if you don't have anything. All right, okay, let me just leave that. Do you wish to provide information about your presence on any other social media? If you have other social media platforms that are not mentioned here, you might want to consider adding them. But in my case, I'll just say no, I don't have, and I'll save and continue. Okay guys, so continue the application. All right, so next is your passport. Okay, so on this side you see that it has how can I say, a progressive mode here to show you how you are progressing with your application. So far so good, we are already at the level of passport. All right, so travel document here is regular. The passport number could be, let's say for Nigerians, it always begin with a B, 00001, for example. That's our passport number. We don't have a book number for our passport, so you can check what the book number means. Where it was issued, we can say it was issued in Abuja. State or province if shown. Remember, I've been ignoring the state or province, so we can leave that blank. Then let's say it was issued on the 1st of January 2020, for example, and it will run for 5 years. So you have to say 1st of January again, 2025. Okay. Have you ever had a lost passport or a stolen one? I'll just say no for my case, and I'm good to go. I have to save the work, then I proceed. If you find it difficult to save your work, then you might land yourself in trouble refilling the application twice. Okay, so US contact. Now if you have anybody that you'll be visiting in the US. For example, if you're going on a B1, B2 visa, you don't have anybody, you can use your hotel reservation as your contact person. Go online, book a hotel reservation where you'll be staying. It simply means where you'll be staying. If you're going to be staying with a family member, you choose a family member and its address. You're going to be staying in a hotel, for example, and just so on and so forth. So let's assume I'll be living with someone, because most of us, we have relatives in the US. So let me say his name is John, for example, John Williams, just an example. All right. So our organization name, it doesn't applies to me. Relationship to you, let me say he's my relative, or he's a friend, he's my spouse, whatsoever. Let me just say this person is my relative. Okay, now I need to provide their address and phone number in the US. I will just say, okay, maybe they are located at the 52289 Avenue Southwest, for example. They are located in let's just say same Columbus, all right, the state of Ohio. And here we go. Here, zip code 423228. Phone number, let's say the phone number is 41589194447, and the email address is let's just use this email address here. All right, guys, follow me step by step. Or we can say, okay, it doesn't apply, but let us just use this email address and we are good to go. Continue application. Okay. Family information. This part is very important, guys. Take note, very important. Father's name. Let's say my father is Peter Donald, for example. Date of birth, let's say he was born 1st of January, let's say 1950, for example. Is your father in the US? No. Full names of my mother, we have already used Mary before as our login security question, so we can use Mary here. I just use Mary, and date of birth we could use 1st January 1960, for example. Is your mother in the US? Just choose no. If your mother is in the US, you choose yes, of course. Do you have any immediate relative? Remember, I just indicated an address where I'll be staying in the US, and I choose relative as our relationship. So do not joke with this technical question. So I'll choose yes, I have a relative in the US. All right. So the surname, I just use John and Williams as the person's name. Relationship to you, it's a sibling. And relative status in the US, let's assume the person in the US is a legal permanent resident. Yeah, then we are good to go. Okay, continue the application. Right now we have to provide our work history. So primary occupation, let me say I'm a business person, for example. If you're enjoying this video and you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for, guys? Please do consider to hit that subscription button below. And of course, if you don't want to miss our future videos, try as much as possible to turn on your post notification bell so that you get notified whenever we bring a video like this. So guys, do let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. If you want me to do a video about a particular subject, do well to use the comment section below. Ask your questions, and of course I will definitely reply you. So let's continue. Okay guys, so here we are. You can choose the work that applies to you. Let's go to the application now. We're talking about our occupation. Let's choose what applies to us. You can choose any. If you're in the business sector, choose anything that applies to you. Present employer, you can choose that you are self-employed. Right, self-employed. Okay. Street address, you can say you live in Victoria Street, for example, or where you work. Okay, the city of Abuja. doesn't apply to all. 401, and the country is Nigeria. Okay. Start date, we could say, we have been doing this for, let's say, since 2020. Estimated monthly income in local currency if employed. Yeah, let's say we are self-employed, we can say, okay, we earn, let's say, 300,000 in Nigerian local currency. Briefly describe your activities. Though we are self-employed, right? This is the main caption, self-employed. All right, excuse me, that's typo. All right, we could say we do buying and selling of, let's just say, industrial materials. All right, it's okay, just put what applies to you. That's just the most essential. We save and then we continue. All right, let's continue the application. Were you previously employed? I'll just choose no. Have you attended any educational institution at a secondary level or above? If you have, you choose yes, and you list all the names of the schools you have attended. But if you haven't, you choose no. So let me just take one random for the sake of this video. Here, for example, it's located in the, let's say, Victoria Street, city of Abuja itself. State, it doesn't apply. Postal code 00234. The country here is Nigeria. Course study, let me say I did law, for example. Date of attendance, let's say 1st September 15 to, I think, 3 years or 4 years. Let's say to 1st of September 19, for example. And then we can save that. Then we continue. We are almost done with the application, by the way, so we are good to go. Additional information, and these are mostly security questions. Okay, do you belong to a tribe? Yeah, I think most of us belong to a tribe. So the tribe name is Adespe Igbo. Yes. Language name. Let me just take Igbo again. Have you traveled to any other country in the last 5 years? No. If you have, you choose yes. Have you belonged or contributed to any work or professionals or work for any professional, social, or charitable organization? If you have, you list the name. Do you have any special skills or training such as firearms, explosive, nuclear, biological, chemical experience? No. Have you served in the military? No. Have you ever served or been a member of or been involved with paramilitary units? No. So I'll just press save and continue for me. Now we can now provide security questions to our application. After this, it is done. So most of the security questions are normally going to select no. So you can just read that and see if it applies to you. Have you ever been a drug dealer? Have you ever been arrested? No. Once you say no, please be able to provide a police clearance record to show you have never been arrested. Have you ever witnessed or engaged in a conspiracy to violate? All these things, you can just read them, and choose what applies to you. Right. So um, just choose no, no. It is a no question for me. Okay. Have you ever been removed or deported from any country? Take note, if you have, just answer yes. Okay, just, everything is a no for me. It's a no for me, and we are good to go. So at this point, you have to upload a digital photo. All right, you can upload a digital photo. You see the requirements, and once you are done, you review, and you are good to go. And that is it. All right. So that is it about filling the DS-160, and you are good to submit. All right. All right. Okay. So here you can choose the file you want to upload. Just choose here and you are good to go. Very easy process. So guys, that was it about the video. I hope you liked the video. Please let me know what you think again about this video in the comment section below. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Please do share the video across your fellow friends and your fellow mates. Of course, they might be interested in this video. So guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.